Hello everyone, welcome back. Hope you all are doing good. Today, finally, we'll be solving a medium level question. The question is custom sort string. Let's read what the question says. So, we are given two strings, order and a string s. Order has unique characters which are sorted in a custom order. So, what we have to do is sort the characters inside string s in that custom order which is given to us in the string named order. So this question can be solved by two methods. You can either use a array or you can use a map. So if you understand the approach using the arrays, the map approach is really similar. So let us understand first how we'll approach this problem using an array. So we have two strings here. One is order and another is string s. First of all, we'll iterate through our string s and we'll store the frequency of the characters we encounter inside our array. The array will be of length 26 for the corresponding 26 alphabets characters in the English alphabet, and we'll store their frequencies inside their respective index. How we will get this index? So let me give you a very simple trick. If you subtract a from the ASCII table, ASCII table, whatever you call it, it will give us an integer 0, and it is very useful because you don't need to remember the ASCII value of these characters. So what you will do is iterate through these characters one by one and store the frequencies inside this array. To make the question more better to understand, we'll edit this and add one more a and then see what happens. When we iterate through this string, what we'll get in our array is at 0th index there will be 2 because of a. At first index there will be 1, same in second index there will be 1, and in third index there will be 1 corresponding to a, b, c and d. We'll have these frequencies stored in this array. The second step will be to iterate through our order array. What we'll do is iterate through the first, we'll go to the first character. We know this first character should be at the very beginning of our answer because it is at the first position in our order string. So we'll search, we'll look it up that do we have C or 2 which corresponds to C in our array. Yes, we do have one C in our array. So what we'll do, answer, in our answer we'll append C, right? We'll append C. So looking at the next character, we also do have one B. So after that we'll append B in our answer string, and at last we have A. We have two A's, so we need to do some loop stuff and append our A 2 times, right? So but we also do have a D. We also do have a D, and we need a D at the end, or if we have some more characters which are not mentioned in our order, say E, L, Q, we need all these characters at the end of the string. You don't need to arrange them in any format. You can give back or return the string with these characters at last with any permutation possible. Okay, so what we'll do at the end, we will okay, whenever we append these characters in our answer, we'll just subtract it, right? We'll do minus minus and their frequency will decrease. Eventually they'll become 0. This will become 0, this will become 0. But because D was never stored in any in our answer and it has been left, it will still have frequency 1. So we'll just iterate through our I is equals to 0, I is less than 26 and I plus plus. We are iterating through our array which we use to store the frequencies of characters we encountered. So wherever we find that the index is not equals to 0, if right array I is not is equals to 0, we'll just append it at the end of our answer. If the frequency is like more than 1, if it is 3, so we need some loop here that will take care of the frequency, and we'll also subtract it whenever we append it. So that's how we'll get our answer. So let's move on to the code for this particular approach. First of all, we'll create a string buffer. So very important, never use string. String is really a inefficient data structure. If you are doing LeetCode, you will notice it really very fast, very early in your LeetCode journey, that if you use string, it gives you a huge time, not time complexity, but you know the time you get when you submit the answer, you'll get a very huge time. But if you use string buffer, it is really efficient and it will help you in achieving that 0 ms solution. So let's not waste time in string buffer. You have to use string buffer, just remember it. We created an array and we also created an answer. But if you use string buffer, it is really efficient and it will help you in achieving that 0 ms solution. So let's not waste time in string buffer. You have to use string buffer, just remember it. We created an array and we also created an answer string. So then we are iterating through our string s and storing all the frequency of all the characters we encounter inside the array.
A few moments later.
So next we are iterating through our order string, and whenever we encounter the character inside the order string in our array, we'll store it in our answer and decrease the frequency of that particular character. What this will do, if we encounter a say three times, so this will help us in storing those 3 characters inside our answer. After this, we'll take care of the rest of the characters which are left, which were not in our order string, and we'll iterate through all our array, and wherever we find that the frequency is not equal to 0, we'll make it 0 and append all the left characters in our answer. At last we'll return it, and don't forget to use the toString because they have asked us to return the answer in string, not in string buffer. Clicking on the submit button, it's taking time, but the answer is 1 ms. The answer takes 1 ms, and if you want the map solution, it may take 2 ms, but it's good to practice map because it is very useful in some other questions where you cannot use arrays. Solution, it is nothing different from the array solution. We are just using hash map here instead of array to store the character as a key and the frequency of that particular character as an integer. Rest of it is same as the array. We are iterating through the map. At last we are iterating through our order, and we are iterating through the string s and storing the frequency and the character inside our map. The rest of the process is same, but we just use hash map instead of the array. So this question can also have a better solution, but these two were the most simplest to understand. These two solutions make this problem a easy level question. Hope you learned something new. Let's meet in some other video. Take care. Bye bye.